Well, good afternoon, everyone. Jim Judge here with Volusia County Emergency Management. And of course, just a brief update on the situations here for Volusia County. Well, a couple of days ago, we were looking at hurricane conditions. We were under a hurricane warning. But luckily, now we're under a tropical storm warning, which certainly a little bit lower level situation, and the conditions are not forecast to be as bad as they were a couple of days ago. However, we still anticipate some pretty significant weather overnight. We will have some strong tropical storm force winds coming in along the coast. We do have 1 to 2 feet of storm surge, and even a little bit higher between Ormond Beach and New Smyrna Beach, so be monitoring that closely as well. Also, a couple of days ago, based on the conditions at that time, we decided to open up 4 shelters, 2 special needs shelters, 1 general population shelter, and a pet-friendly shelter. We had the fairgrounds, we had Freedom Elementary, Galaxy Middle, and the DeLand High School. So really, through the day today, we opened them at 8 o'clock this morning, and nobody showed up. We only had a couple of people who then decided to go home. So all 4 shelters have been closed at this point. And of course, we are starting now to get some of those outer bands, and so the weather will be deteriorating, through the evening tonight, and then certainly overnight. And we anticipate the worst conditions to be around 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, with those sustained tropical storm force winds, but again along the coast. We will have 2 to 4 inches of rain along the coast, and then possibly 1 to 2 inches of rain inland. So, going to be a pretty blustery night tonight, but still conditions are favorable. If you still need to bring down the wind chimes, bring down your hanging plants, pick up any items that may be around the yard that could be picked up and blown by the wind. So good opportunity now to take those final precautions for your home. And also, just be careful through the overnight hours. There's always the chance we could lose power. So if you have that AM/FM radio, it might be a good idea to get it out, put the batteries in, make sure that it's working well, that if we do lose power overnight, you can stay in touch with all of us here at the Emergency Operations Center, as well as with the local news, to be able to keep up for conditions for Volusia County. So with that, again, overnight hours, still going to have some pretty good weather coming in with those sustained tropical storm force winds. But again, that's going to be right along the coast. Windy conditions inland as well, but not as significant. So we continue to monitor the storm. And again, Tropical Storm Isaias is offshore. And also the stronger winds are to the north and east, which always the right front quadrant of a hurricane is going to be the most significant, which also keeps those stronger winds and rain offshore. So that's also good news for us. So continue to monitor the weather as we do. You can also go to WeatherBug. We've got several cameras up on Ormond and Ponce Inlet, as well as the main lifeguard center. And then also there's Weather STEM, Weather STEM. We've got a great site down in Oak Hill, and also a weather site also at beach headquarters. So you get great information, wind speeds, and a lot of good weather information that we also monitor here at the EOC. So with that, thank you. Have a safe evening.